What's up, my Seville? Welcome to episode 13 of the Creative Podcast. We are here with Mr. CHYBOOGIE. Have I got that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
How you
Buck, what's
doing,
going
man?
on,
How
my
you
brother?
feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Maintaining it, bro. Keeping it positive one day at a time. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right, man. Yeah, we seeing everybody's like counting down the votes with you guys.
Bro, that's a mess, bro.
Oh well, we're not gonna talk about that. People will know. People will know. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, man. So the big NYC rapper, I seen you on Nerds and Hip Hop and all of that stuff. I seen a lot of the comic book references. So I wanted to know how much of a comic book guy are you though? Like, have you read all of that stuff, or did you grow up on it?
Uh I grew up a little bit on it. It's grown in such a different space that it's really hard to keep up. I like the
Yeah.
traditional stuff like Spider-Man and stuff like that. I had a few comic books growing up on it. I'm really heavy on Marvel. I like DC a little bit too, but I like the Marvel more. Marvel's a little more cartoony for me. Like it's just more like
So you gravitated more towards the Marvel stuff. So you more like the Marvel movies than the DC movies and all of that
hmm?
stuff. And
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's not even a competition if we being honest. I'm sorry, DC fans. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Batman v Superman movie. Yeah.
Nah, I actually haven't seen it. I wanted to catch it, but I read a few reviews and I'm like, I'm gonna chill on that.
As a person who watched it, I don't know, because they do stuff that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like they'll have Batman shoot Superman with kryptonite, and I'm just like, ain't he faster than a speeding bullet? Or and they're fighting for dumb, like, don't let me get into it. I was mad when I left
You
that
see,
movie.
if he had spider senses, he would have sensed the shit was coming. He would have spun off him, shot him with some shit. You feel me? But he lacking power right there. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I definitely. I mean, I love DC, but I've definitely also gravitated towards Marvel over the years, simply because also I think DC sometimes they have too many powers. Them niggas have too many powers. Jeez, you fly, eyes, invulnerability, super speed. It's like, all right, calm down, sir.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But what I know you for a lot for is your raps. I know a lot for your music and all of that stuff. So what I
Yeah.
wanted to know is, when did you start? Like, when did you start rapping and all of that stuff?
Ooh, man, I got maybe want to say maybe 7 years rapping active. Started maybe like really rapping at 23. Um, I used to recite poetry. I used to do a lot of poetry shows, not slamming, but just like recite poetry, write whatever, and just go off a cappella. As I got older, I wanted to transition into music because I could always like put words together, but it's like to jump on a beat and really sound good on it. That takes work. That takes practice. And as a person who always looking to challenge themselves individually, like what can I do to make myself better? I jumped into music and I had to get really right on it, before, you know, you come out and you don't really sound right because you haven't practiced enough. It's like I'm very key on that. I had to really work hard on it, just like take my time with it, but apply the pressure.
Yeah, sounds dope. I mean, I came out anyway. Like, I was, well, when I started, just because
Yeah,
I think I've been at this now. Let me say active 15 years. Let me say
that's
active. Yeah.
awesome.
I started
That's
when I was
awesome.
10. I started when I was 10. Yeah. Because I mean, when you're doing those basic rhymes, red bed, lead said head,
Yeah.
dead. And then 50 Cent
Yo,
and then 50 Cent comes out. Now you're the biggest gangster. You ain't even leave your house.
yeah. I don't apply that kind of energy though. Like
Yeah,
whatever
no,
you
I mean,
spew,
I'm just saying,
fall on me.
when I was coming up, now I was talking about stuff I didn't even know. And I was just like, and then I got to a point where I was just like, dude, you know nothing about you know nothing about what are you even talking about?
Yeah. Hey man, that's the culture, bro. It's the wave. You know.
Yeah,
You
no,
kind of
it was popular. It was popular. Yeah, I mean, it's still popular. Well, I mean, now today we kind of have the whole everybody's doing a lot of T-Pain and stuff, you know.
mhm.
Yeah, Jay-Z need to come out with a DOA part 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not a traditionalist in that sense because I mean, I think hip hop's always been like very diverse like that. I mean, you can go from a Nas to a Little John, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I mean, like a lot of people, like Lil Jon, he didn't rap a lot. Like I remember one verse from Lil Jon. I think it was on Snap Your Fingers. That's the only
fire,
verse. Yeah, I
fire.
mean, I love that track, but yeah, like that's the
Mhm.
only verse I know from Lil Jon. Otherwise, I know him as like a producer and the dude who goes, yeah, yeah.
Fire. That's fire. Nah, bro. His ad lib game was
Nah,
superior to everybody at the time.
he made a song sometimes. Like the East Side Boys could not rap. Like, let's be honest.
But
I
hey, wait. They got a couple joints though. Chill, bro.
Nah,
Chill, bro.
they
They were
got
killing.
joints. They
Yeah,
got joints, but I'm just saying, if we going off of like raps,
yeah.
like he made those songs. Like even when he did that joint with Usher, I was just like, yo, I didn't even expect that.
Nah, bro. The transition is crazy, right?
Yeah,
Because
but I'm just
he
saying, like,
elevated,
yeah,
and the music went.
I've just always looked at hip hop as it's got so many facets to it and all of that stuff. I mean, there was always people who was not really rhyming, like Bismarcky or whatever. If we're gonna go 90s, Bismarcky
Hmm.
was pretty much the party dude. He was
Hmm.
not like MCing on stage and all of that. Even though he had like most def at his shows and stuff like that, who was like MCing. So like when I talk to quote unquote hip hop purists who were like, nah man, we gotta have bars and all. It's like, yeah, you can, but I mean it's
Yeah,
not the only thing, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. In New York for a long time, that was like the only thing, and that's not what it is, bro. Like you got to be able to have your personality, your image, and just your rapport with people. Like, can people attract to whatever you're putting out, right? Because you could
Yeah.
say, man, yo, he could really rap, but like he's just a guy that got bars versus he's an artist that has bars, right?
No, there's definitely a huge difference. It's definitely a huge difference. Like that's what I always say the differences between MCing and hip hop artists. Although I still think that like a lot of people who are fans of hip hop artists do disrespect MCing. That is what I can't rock with. Like I feel like if you're in hip hop, you should understand and respect what MCing is about because MCing did take the music part of hip hop to the level that it is today. If Wu-Tang and them and Redman and all of them weren't doing what they were doing, we wouldn't have hip hop as this global phenomenon. I wouldn't be talking to you right now, per se, if the 90s hip hop MCing era didn't happen. So I don't think it should go away, but I definitely think that there's a space for both. Like you can respect both. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you 100%, bro. I mean, hey, bro. I mean, it's 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 an art form, right? And if you're an intellectual, you're up on words and vocabulary and metaphors and everything that goes into that. You're gonna appreciate that more versus somebody that just want to dance. Like you could just say nothing, but if the beat is hot, this is what I'm into. Versus somebody where the music is driven for you to listen, it probably won't turn them on. But hey, I mean,
But you have to be careful with that sometimes because I mean, designers kind of disappeared. Like designer was hot for a week.
nah, man, he killed with that joint,
Panda.
Panda, and it just elevated that sound on a whole nother level, right? Because soon, people say sound like Future on it. Like it really sound like Future. Future, is really the one of the guys is the driving force in that, right? So it's only natural people to copy or take things and apply it to whatever they're doing.
I
Natural.
mean, that's kind of what I did when I started rhyming. Is I started copying the people that I admired. Like I was a huge Lupe Fiasco fan, so I started trying to rap like him, and was not doing too well. I was not doing too
Yeah.
well. trying to imitate Lupe Fiasco. But I mean, I totally get that. But I think for me, like what's this like the thing that makes me laugh is when people want me like I can't personally I can't take trap rap seriously because they say some of the funniest stuff, man. Like like Future literally said I put a 50 whoop whoop in the cup. I don't know what that is.
That's crazy funny, bro. Yo, you wildin' for real, bro. You wildin'. Like I mean, bro, listen, like it's just about the beat, bro. It's not even what they're saying anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
and and
I'm just
and
saying, like,
I,
there's like people, but I'm saying you see those comments, yo, Future really spitting. This is what? I
I
got
mean,
the
again,
keys, the
bro.
keys, the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys.
Hey, yo, that killed in New York, bro. That was fire.
No, I
Yeah,
love that song though.
yeah, that was
Jay
tough.
Z was amazing
Nah,
on that song.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. The whole joint is tough.
Yeah, man. Except I don't like it when the subliminal disses, or I mean, I don't like disses in general, just because I don't think beef in hip hop is necessary. But sometimes, like that subliminal stuff, like him and Drake when they were having their whole thing, I was just like, "What are y'all doing? Like, y'all don't have to do this."
Yeah, and no, bro, because when you are what you are, if you're already established and you see somebody is bubbling and they burst out and they're really on fire and they can't miss, your position is threatened, right? And naturally you will want to defend it because now it's not just okay, I got 20 years of this, but this guy already got however many number ones and it didn't take him that long. So now he's really knocking on the door. Like when you speak rappers, who's really there with him? Drake.
I
Numbers,
see that. I see
records,
that. I see
singles.
that. But I mean, for me, I'm just like I don't look at numbers so
Okay.
much when I look at my artists because I'm just like, yeah, if you eating off of this, you good. Like I know a lot of people gave Drake flack for that speech that he did at the Grammys where he was saying that as long as your city is repping for you or whatever, then you good. But I mean, I believe that. Like I don't think you need
Mhm.
Grammys and accolades. Like I don't base my rappers off of that. I don't look at like Grammys when I'm, doing my favorite artists and stuff. I mean, I look at like
Yeah.
impact, music skill, and all of that stuff. That's
Mhm.
just me personally. If you need metrics and numbers and stuff to determine that stuff, go ahead. But I mean, for me personally, I'm just like that's not what hip hop is to me. I don't think hip hop is numbers to me. Like from what I enjoy, even with the trap stuff, and if I enjoy it, I don't enjoy it because it's the hot thing. I enjoy it because I enjoy
Mhm.
it, basically.
Damn, bro, you sound like you from New York.
Yeah.
Straight up, because I share that same sentiment, bro. Like you know, for me, it's all about your ability to come across as the most genuine you. Sometimes a lot of these guys are just an image. They're a look. They're a gimmick. And if that's what's gonna make you money, bro, I ain't nobody to tell you don't do it. I'm just a gen. I'm authentic, bro. Like I gotta be real. Like whatever I'm saying to you is because it's real. Because I don't want anything to trail back to me and be like, yo, he's fronting about that. He's a liar. And I've never been about that, bro. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why the 6ix9ine situation really annoyed me. Personally, I was not a fan of 6ix9ine to begin with, but I think that really annoyed me when he started doing Treyway stuff because I was just like, you didn't have to do that. Like he
Hmm.
was already hot before he even got in. Like artists joining gangs don't make sense to me. Like, dude, you fine. Like you okay.
Nah, nah.
Like
I mean, think about it, Buck. If you're popping, you're buzzing, and you showing up to these public places by yourself, anybody could touch you. Anybody could feel like, yo, hey man, I think I could talk to him and whatever. You need people around you to hold.
security though? Like he could afford security.
Sometimes that ain't enough, bro. Right? Like let's say you look like you got it, but your money's tight and you can't afford it. You need some people that really get down that and you for a much lesser fee, right? Because if you're paying for security, it's top dollar stuff, right? You can't play yourself like that.
I get that, but I'm just saying I don't think he had to commit the crimes with them as well. I was just like I mean
I agree. I agree.
I'm just saying you didn't have to play it
Tough,
being a
bro.
gangster. You could have just been a rapper. Gangster and rapper are not synonymous with each other. I don't think you have to be a gangster to be a rapper, and I don't think you have to be a rapper to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
they're not
But there's
interchangeable terms or whatever.
but people are attracted to that. Like they've made that the mold, sort of. Like if you're wherever you're from with some street cred, oh, he's real, right? Like, oh, he's done, or he's from a bad part or a neighborhood or a section,
But I
you
think
know.
that needs to be redefined. I don't think coming from a bad neighborhood needs to be the threshold for being real. I feel like that's a bad a thing, kind
You
of
see,
like.
we need that clip right there to go viral. That's real, bro, because the perspective is real, and it's not hating, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, because
No,
anytime you get some pushback on something, it's labeled as hating. And it's like, no, bro, maybe this could work better this way. That's genuine, bro. I really appreciate that from you. That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I've never been shot at a day in my life. I know nothing about guns, but if I'm ever making me like, I'm not gonna be that dude. I come
Yeah.
up with you know,
Hey.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I cocked a semi. I don't know what a semi is. I'm sorry.
He
I
said I
know what
cocked
Spider
this up.
Man is. I know what Spider Man is. I can talk about some flipping. I know a PlayStation controller.
Hmm.
I can talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't think that going through bad stuff is the definition. I mean, if you're going through bad stuff in life, I can't, like, that's what it is. And that's your
Hmm.
real. And I will never take that away from you. But I'm just saying, for people who don't have to, don't go towards it or whatever. Like, if you got
Hmm.
another option, take the other option. Like, don't put yourself in danger for some street cred that'll get you killed, because then it won't matter.
I agree. 1,000%. 1,000%.
PSA sermon by Buckmeister.
That is
Ah,
fire,
man.
bro. That
But
that was tough.
yeah, but anyway, so I wanted to talk about your favorite. Actually, I want to start with your favorite producers, because whenever you've done your freestyles, you've always picked like interesting beats. You've gone from Gangstar to Madlib to um, I want Jay Dilla. I saw you rock a Jay Dilla beat at some stage as well. So are
Mhm.
you into that sound? Are you into that whole sampled kind of sound of the '90s, where they were using a lot of samples and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just into music, bro. I'm really into just whatever feels right, whatever feels good. Like a lot of the beats I jumped on, they feel good. But when you hear them, that's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's heavy, it's a lot of bass in it, the kicks, the snares, it's just a thriving force for me. Growing up, it was like the boom bap sound was just what I was surrounded by. And you were able to come across genuine, real, without having to say anything outlandish to try to fit in, right? And look, talking Primo, Pete Rock, uh, man, a lot of MF Doom, like
Ah, yes, sir.
real,
The villain.
real, feel me, like real, like off the wall shit, bro. Like a lot of Tribe, but then when
Oh,
when you get
Tribe
into
is
the
good.
hmm and when you get into the harder stuff, it's still fire, right? Where you go like a Onyx or you go Wu-Tang, like they're still coming across Big L, right? I'm from Harlem, bro, so that rap shit means a lot to me. You feel me? Because there was so many great artists before me. Like it's just everything, bro. And I just try to represent, bro,
Now
24/7.
I
Like,
love Big L. Big L was also pretty fire. Big L was and Pun. I also loved Big Pun.
oh,
Punisher.
come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's different.
Like, all I'm saying is, for me, I just don't want MCing to go away, because there's not that it will, but there's always those articles of, nobody's rhyming anymore. I'm like, no, we out here. I don't know what
Hmm.
you're talking about. No, we here. The punchlines have not disappeared. You're not gonna Thanos snap these punchlines. They still coming at you. Like, these
Hmm.
metaphors and all of these similes and all of these syllables, they're still around. You know what I'm saying? So stop it with those articles. I don't want to hear it. Like I MCing is not going anywhere. It's like one of the
Yeah.
it's like one of the five pillars of hip hop. So I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
I don't think it should either, bro. I don't. I think it's important that whatever, like, to do whatever you feel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
if you want to be a trap artist, do that shit. If you want to kick the old shit, kick the old shit. You want to be a hybrid and do both, do it. Just do it. But do what feel right. You feel me? Like, don't try to be nobody else. Be yourself.
Yeah, yeah. That I think that's where
Yeah.
a lot of people get it twisted. Is they want to copy something that's popular and it doesn't really fit with them or
Hmm.
whatever. Like a lot of people will try to sound like Kendrick when they're not. They can't do what he does. So I'm just like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Just just roll. And also, I want to say to artists, especially, I'm saying this now for myself, and just for anybody in the future, the goal should not be to be rich and famous. Just be
Never.
able to live your life doing what you love. I think a lot of people
Absolutely.
want to be the Kendricks, or they want to be the J. Coles, and I'm just like, are you sure? Because that comes with a lot of pressure. I
Hmm.
mean, Kendrick and J. Cole did not say something on Twitter and everybody got on them, and I was just like, did y'all not hear their music in the last 10 years? What's all this flack? Like
People, bro.
I didn't I don't get that. And I also want to say to people, stop being influenced by artists so much. They're regular folks, like I
Hmm.
get that they got millions of dollars, but like, come on. You can think for yourself. I think that you can think for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, but people choose not to, bro. They choose not to. They
I
choose to
can't be
do it.
that much of a sheep. I can't. Like, if Kendrick was just like, all right, tomorrow everybody wears green. Green is the only color. Everything else is whack.
Hey, hey. I mean, it's just to look like you're a part of something, of course, right?
Yeah, but
Because
I mean, I just think, individuality is very important. Don't do something just because an artist says it. Don't vote
hmm
for somebody because an artist says it. Don't rap about something because an artist says it. I'm saying you
hmm
can be a fan and you can still be yourself. You ain't gotta,
absolutely.
like, did you see that thing with Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg said Eminem was not part of his top 10 and everybody lost their minds? And
I,
I was just
I
like,
mean, he's not in a lot of people top 10, and that's
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
That's all.
and
Like, you live, dude, have a cookie,
yeah,
relax.
yeah, chill. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, now Snoop Dogg is fake all of a sudden because he has pictures with Eminem. I'm just like, it's fine.
yeah,
He doesn't have to be in his top. Like, that doesn't determine a friendship. Like, you
yeah,
don't become friends with somebody based on them being in your top 10. That's weird.
yeah. That's weird. That's weird. Fact. That's super weird. Like, bugging. I don't
Like,
know, bro.
everybody was like,
People.
Snoop is fake now. Snoop is fake. And I was like, you Eminem stands. Like, I'm an Eminem stan, but even those guys get to me sometimes. Like,
Nah, bro.
Even with Kendrick stands, like, they annoy me in the same way that Eminem fans annoy me. Like, you can't come with a different opinion of anything. Like, you can't say that a Kendrick verse was all right. Like, I looked at the verse he did on I looked at the verse he did on Buster's new album. What's
Fire,
this? Yeah, it was pretty. It was
fire,
it
fire.
was fire. It was
Nah,
fire.
he violated, bro. He violated, and it's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
just to hear him. It feels
yeah,
good. Like, getting back to that, it just feels good to
yeah, yeah,
hear him,
yeah.
right?
But I mean,
The man
for me, I was just like, I've
doing
heard
work.
him spaz harder. Like, I was
Yeah,
just like, I heard him spaz harder, and somebody came at me and they were just like, you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say the verse was
damn.
bad, guys.
Yeah.
I just said that I've heard him go harder, and I'm talking about
Mhm.
in recent years, just personally to me. God
Yeah.
damn, put the forks away, put the pitchforks away. Like,
Hmm.
I can't, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's tough. That's tough.
yeah, I mean,
But the verse is fire.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's okay to be a fan of somebody, but don't, like, be obsessed to the point where you're just pushing other stuff out of the way, or you're like, no, he's a faker now, or what, like, that weird stuff, like, especially what they do with Royce. Like sometimes it'll be like, Royce is just Eminem's hype man. It's like, do y'all not know
Wow.
Royce has been out here for like, do you not know that Royce is one of the nicest MCs like ever?
Nah, he's nasty, bro. He's nasty. Super, super, super duper nasty. And nobody should be able to say otherwise. Honestly.
Like
He's put in work and
they
he's still
literally
doing
wanted to
work.
call him. They just literally wanted to call him Eminem sidekick, and I was just like,
You can't.
disrespectful. Dis
You can't.
even M himself has said to get on a track with Royce takes a lot. Like him and King Crooked and that whole slaughterhouse movement,
Oh,
it's a lot.
yeah.
Like in this game, I know I'm nice. I know I'm a monster of an MC. Like I've always said this about myself, but that doesn't mean I can't get out rapped. That doesn't mean
Mhm.
that like there's not a chance somebody can take my head off if we have to go verse for verse. So
Mm.
that's why I'm always practicing. I'm always trying new things. I'm always trying new flows. I'm always like
As you
checking out
should,
new
bro.
artists and all of that stuff, especially in the arena of MC. And like, it's killers in there. Like, my dream one
Mhm.
day is to go to Team Backpack and do a verse because I love Team Backpack. Like, Team Backpack is just one of
Mm.
the greatest internet rap movements. I love Team Backpack, and I want to go rock a show there, but I know I gotta come correct because
Mm.
otherwise you get killed. You'll get killed in that cipher.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I actually did a show for Team Backpack.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. I want to say maybe like 3, 4 years ago. It was down at a spot in Harlem, 116th, Sylvanas. It was like a show, and then they had an open mic. So if you got there early enough, you could have signed up or whatever. Or I think it was like you pre-signed up, whatever. Remember, yo, there was a bunch of people in the building. Like you felt the energy was up. Like you knew, like okay, you had to come. And yo, the beat dropped right, and I'm rocking. Now, mind you, 2 people, 3 people had went before me, so everybody's a little warm already. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to come here. I'm gonna smash this. Beat drop, and 5 seconds into it, the DJ's like cutting, like, like cutting the beat, and I'm looking at him like, and the music goes woof. So I had to rap my shit a cappella, and I didn't freeze, I didn't hesitate, and I kept it going, and I got mad love that night, and it was crazy, bro, cause the music like cut out and like in the middle of the set, and it was like, yo, there was nothing that at that time that he could have fixed it with. Like he had to really like take everything apart to put it back on after I had finished rapping. But I did like more than half the verse a cappella, and then he brings it back. So I look over at him. I was like, "You good?" He goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I got a chance to do it over, and I did it, smashed it, boom, and I got mad
Nice,
proud that night.
nice,
Yeah,
nice. Sound like an 8 ball moment.
and it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, but it's just important. Look, like you, if you practice enough, you work hard enough, you just comfortable in your skin. So like you know what you're gonna do, regardless of whoever's head is up, if they on their phone, like you know what your energy is gonna do if they hear it. Your job is just deliver. That's what I do, bro. Just deliver. Feel me? Be authentic and just rap, bro. Like
Yeah,
rap.
no, I
That's
mean,
what it is.
I hear it in your freestyles, bro. Like I hear you've been practiced and polished and all of that stuff. So how would you describe your rhyme style? Like how would you describe your rhyme style?
That's a tough question, bro. Cause every flow is different. I don't try to say the same things twice, right? If that makes sense, like I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
say
yeah.
it the same way. Like if I use one cadence, I don't want to use that cadence no more. I
Mm,
gotta find I gotta find a different way to say, whether speed it up, slow it down. You know how I'm pronouncing it. Do I pronounce it wrong to come back to, you know, just oh man, that's tough, bro. I don't know, bro. It's just like
no, I think
I
I get
write,
what you're saying. I think I get what you're
like I
saying.
like I write, bro. You know, I get a feeling and I work. You know, it'll always start one line, and after one line, go to 3 lines, 3 lines to 7 lines, and then we run and run and run it, and then you got a bunch of lines, and then you put them together. You arrange them, take this out, take a word out here, word out there, and then boom. Because like I told you before, I used to write a lot of poetry, so I used to just write a lot. So I'm a writer, bro. Like pen and a paper, give me. Like that's my niche. Like I thrive in that. Like I could do the phone shit, but I just feel better when I could write my stuff out. Like,
Mm.
and I got notebooks, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah, well,
crazy,
for me,
bro.
I got chicken scratch. I got like chicken scratch disease, so I can't even read my
Same
handwriting
here.
sometimes. So
Same here. Same here, nigga. Bro, I got shit like this, bro. It's crazy.
yeah,
Crazy,
so I
bro.
mean, for me, like going on a phone or whatever, like writing stuff down, because I've been a programmer for the last 4 years, so I haven't used a pen in like 4 years now. So like writing on a computer or writing on a phone or whatever is great for me. But sometimes you get an idea and you just like you gotta grab the pen or whatever you like something. Like I've written rhymes
Mhm.
on napkins and all of that stuff. Sometimes I'll just be in like a I don't know if you have this moment, like sometimes you're just in a restaurant, you're not even thinking about rap, you're not even thinking about anything musical whatsoever. But then you see something and you're like, oh, that's dope. Shit.
Mhm. 24/7, bro. Like it doesn't stop with me. It doesn't stop, bro. Like
like
my girl
yeah.
will tell you. Like she's like, "Can you turn it off?" Like we're just trying to be regular people today. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. Like I can't. It's just this is what I am.
Oh,
Just inclined to
that
do
sounds
it,
like
bro.
a great YouTube skit. I might want to do that one day. Like just a you like he just rap 24/7. Wake
Seven
up in the
all day.
morning. Yo, I am yawning.
Tell me early, bro. Early at it. I love it, bro. I love it. Love music. Love
Nah,
writing.
man, I
I love
love
everything.
yeah, man. Like my hip hop story is my cousin introduced me to hip hop. Like he was
That's
on
fire.
he was on 50 Cent and all of that stuff. So he introduced me to In the Club and everything, and those were like some of my first tracks. And then when I started getting on YouTube, I hit Eminem really hard, and then I found Lupe Fiasco Kick Push. And that was just
Boom. Same
that
here.
that was just
Same here. Yeah.
Kick Push was just I still love that track to this day, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. The the freeness that you feel like when you're rhyming it. If you know the song, it's crazy,
Like
bro.
I don't even skate, but you
Crazy.
feel like a skater when you hear that track, man. I tried to skate after that. I tried to
Ah,
skate
that's
after
funny.
that. I
Nah,
tried
I
to skate after
never
that and I
skate.
fell on my face. Like I was like, all right, this is not for
Tough.
me. I'm just going to listen to the song. Thanks.
Yeah. I hear that, bro. I hear that. Nah, Lupe, bro. For me, his first album, Full Food and Liquor, was crazy. And the shit that did it for me was my sophomore year of high school was The Cool.
Mm.
Oh my god, bro. That broke everything. Now Kanye dropped on graduation, so you know that overshadows everything. But cause that broke fucking everything. But
No, but the
when
cool
Lupe
did
dropped his
numbers,
shit,
bro. The cool
bro, that
did
was
numbers, bro.
fire. Fire, bro. Absolute fire. Songs is
Have you heard
crazy.
some of his more recent stuff though? Like I love what he's been coming out with recently.
I actually have not been up on Lupe as
Oh,
of late, bro. I haven't.
check out Tetsuo and Youth, Drogas Wave, and House whenever you have a chance.
Okay.
Like, but now the only thing is that Lupe makes you feel like you're at school again. Because I feel like I'm always studying to try and
Mm.
understand what he's doing. Like, I'm always like I'm reading, like I'm researching on YouTube and researching on. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in school. Like, like how you have those like those calculations in your head every time
Hmm.
Lupe says a rhyme or whatever. Yeah, man, that's just what Lupe makes you feel.
Yeah, bro. I mean that's his power, bro.
Yeah,
But
like one track
his
I love from him. One track I love from him. Anybody who's a rap fan, please go check this track out. It's called "Piece of Paper, Cup of Jesus." Piece of paper, cup of Jesus. That entire track is just bars on bars on
yeah,
bars. Oh my gosh, it was so many bars. I was just like, how can you do that? Like Lupe was an alien to me at some stage. I was just like, I.
I gotta I gotta check it out. I haven't heard that joint.
Nah,
I
man,
gotta
just
check it
Google
out.
it. Just Google it. You'll thank me later, especially if you're like a rap fan. You will thank me later.
Yeah.
Speaking of albums, I wanted to talk about Trips, right? So
Yes.
is Trips an album or an EP? I was trying to find out about it.
So I guess it's a EP. Yeah, it's a EP. I wrote and produced all those tracks. Um,
You
this is
made
when the pen.
you made the
This is when
beats?
like yeah.
Nice,
Mhm.
man. Nice. I love a
Yeah.
lot of those
Thanks,
stuff.
bro.
I love a
Yeah,
lot of those
yeah,
tracks.
yeah, bro. This is when the pen pusher, right? I wanted to see how could I make music to kind of sound more modern without losing myself too much, without trying to sound like somebody else. I think I did a good job with it.
You killed it, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Like Too Live. That track, Too
Yeah,
Live. I really
yeah,
like that track a lot.
yeah. Yo, it's something in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like really here, just like doing it. And I had the beat ready, and I had a verse, but I didn't have the hook yet. And I was recording at my man 40 crib, and we here and we doing it, and I'm trying to do the hook, and I can't do the hook. And he presses two buttons, and he loops the I'm tripping and shit. I'm tripping and shit. I'm tripping and shit. I'm tripping and shit. I'm like, oh shit. And that changed everything. I was like, oh my God, bro, you did it. Like you put the hook together. We moved something else and it was like boom, we got the hook. And then we went downtown. Shout out my guy Luke Lowe's. Yo, check him out. He's ill, bro. Super duper ill. Um, we went downtown and we shot a video. So but the idea of the video was you ever seen Tom Green movie?
Tom Green. I know. I don't think I have. Um.
I the name of the movie is called Freddy Got Fingered. And
Oh, I think I've heard of
and
this. Yeah.
yeah, it's just it's super super classic shit. And it was a scene where his dad was coming in from the street, and he hears him talking in the other room. So his dad walks in the room, and he's standing in front of a mirror with a suit on backwards, and he's talking to himself like, "Oh, that shit is hilarious." So we went and got some suits, and we wore them backwards, and we went downtown, bro, and we spent maybe 10 hours shooting. That was bananas that day. Like it was crazy, crazy.
But I
But
mean, it shows in the video. The video is
yeah,
live. I
yeah,
love that
yeah, yeah,
video
yeah.
a lot, man. The visuals were hype and everything. And what
Mhm.
was it like filming in the street? Because I know New York to be like a busy like car scene or whatever. So like, were cars hooting at you guys? Was
Yeah,
there
that was
was there
crazy,
that
bro.
guy? Was there that guy? Like I know it's like movies because this is how I know America from movies. Was
Yeah.
there that guy who was like, "I'm walking here"?
Nah, nah. We started down the Canal Street. That's like downtown, like deep downtown, and then we worked our way over to Chinatown. Well, it was crazy, bro. Like, but just trying to have fun, right? And just make music, but not lose myself trying to
Nah,
fit
man,
a
it
mold,
it it
right?
felt it felt so authentic. Like I
Yeah.
like I know you from your IG freestyles, and I could tell that it was you in the track. I didn't feel like it was something else. Like it really felt
Good.
like it had Shy Boogie's fingerprint in the whole thing. It didn't feel like it was somebody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that a lot of artists aspire to, but miss the mark sometimes.
Hmm.
Like I've definitely felt it with like somebody like Nicki Minaj, because like Nicki Minaj when she came out, I felt like that was her. And then as she like progressed over the years, I felt like she was trying to go for something that they told her was hot. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, no, it does. Hey, man. I mean, I really bet on what I do, bro. I bet on myself. So I really take the time to learn things before I just go and do them. Like, could see me put out a song, but I probably did that song 4 or 5 different ways before I got it to what it was. Because it's like once I put it out, I can't take it back. So
Yeah.
I gotta be able to put something out that I can stand on, and I stand behind it 100%.
No, I'm definitely because I mean I put out songs where people haven't vibed with them, but I still love to doing them. So like for me, yeah, that's definitely if I like it first, it's definitely going out there. If market don't like it, I get it, but I still listen to the
Yeah.
songs myself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
That's fire, bro.
I really loved that joint. I really love that joint, man. So where's Trip streaming? Is it everywhere on all the streaming platforms
Hmm.
and stuff?
Yeah, it's everywhere for streaming. Everywhere. It's available everywhere.
All right, so Meisterville, please go check that out. I'm gonna put like links in the description down below to all of Mr. Shy Boogie's social medias and
Check
all
it
of that
out.
stuff,
Check it out. Check it out.
so you can check out
Fire.
the yeah you can check out it's and go to his channel and check out Two Live. That music video was really creative. I love how you had all the little like the little edits and all of that stuff. The little edits were
Nah,
also
nah,
pretty fire.
bro. That was all low. My guy low. Yeah, he did that. Did that, bro. Like he put the twist on it. It was really his idea. I was down. I was like, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. And people still ask me like, so what made you do that? I'm like, bro, it's about the song. It's about being just, whatever. Feel me? Like I'm being silly enough to just put on the suit backwards and just dance around people and rap around people. Like it's live, bro. The energy is just boom. You feel me in your face, but it feels good. I'm not trying to overtake you. It's just like it's there. You feel me? Like you
Now
you gotta feel.
I could definitely see that being performed on a stage or whatever, like a concert. Like that
Mhm.
would really be cool because I love that song. I downloaded that song. I'm looping that song, man. I'm showing people
I
I'm showing
appreciate you,
people
bro.
that song, man. Now that song was really
Thank
good.
you.
That song was really good. That song was really good.
Thank you.
All right, man. We've been doing about an hour and 10 minutes. So, is there anything that you want to tell Meisterville with before we wrap up the call or anything?
Um, Man, I appreciate you, Buck. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure, to meet somebody from a different region of the world. You're very ill. You are New York and spirit, my brother. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Thanks, man.
Yo,
Thanks.
check out, yo, salute, man. Check out Trips. Feel me? Rome produce all them joints. Check out that video too live. January, top of the year, I will be releasing some new stuff that I've also written and produced. Fire is deep shit, man. So just be on the lookout, and I'm gonna keep dropping these freestyles to them. So we on it.
Yeah, man. You the like I've never thought that I sounded like a lot of people here in South Africa tell me I sound American, but then I hear you guys speak and I'm like, I don't think I sound that American. But then you
So
tell me I'm New York in spirit, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take it.
absolutely,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
absolutely,
Well, I mean,
absolutely, bro.
I
Absolutely.
grew up on a lot of New York music anyway, so I guess like I'm a huge Wu-Tang stan. I still play the 36 Chambers to this day. Like 36
But
Chambers, Wu-Tang
come on,
Forever.
that's
What's this?
unlimited fire.
Yeah, Tykel 2000, all of that stuff. I still play a lot of Wu-Tang, like a lot of Wu-Tang stuff. I'm a huge Wu head. I'm a huge like I want to get one of the medallions one day just to take just to pose with it, man.
See, that's that New York shit. Huh? What they talking about, man? That's fire. No, bro, you New York in spirit, bro. No funny. It's real, bro. It's real.
All right, man. And with that being said, Meisterville, thank you for watching. Me and Mr. Shy Boogie have to be out. All right. Peace, 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 peace.
All right, yeah.